A billionaire wants you. Yes, you heard that right. You, the one listening right now, right here, in this very moment. Don't move. Don't scroll. I promise, in these next seconds, you'll discover something that will make your heart pound and your soul absolutely awaken. It's not every day you hear a message this direct, this personal, and this meant for you. In a world where billions of faces blur in the crowd, and hope seems like a rare treasure, what would you say if I told you your name shines brighter than gold in someone's heart? What if I told you, right now, every illusion of being overlooked or forgotten is about to melt away? Because Archangel Michael has sent a sign. A billionaire, yes, the very person others recognize on magazine covers, walking red carpets, surrounded by success that dazzles nations, has been pausing, searching, longing for a presence he only feels with you. And before you laugh it off, before you tell yourself, how could this possibly be about me? Just breathe, and listen. Let each word linger. Because this story, this confession, has traveled through energies, divine alignments, and quiet whispers from heaven just to find you. There is a secret moving, quietly, beneath the surface of your days. An alignment, deeper than coincidence, so specific, it gently brushes aside every notion that you are just another face among millions. You see, while the world chases headlines and big gestures, there is something different about you. Something the universe, and yes, even the angels, have noticed. Archangel Michael, protector, messenger, and harbinger of miracles, has leaned in close and delivered a message, and it's vibrating with urgency. Don't let this slip away. Right now, you're not being called by chance. Your path was marked, written, woven through time itself. Before you even began doubting or wishing, before the echo of longing reached your heart, there was a plan for you. And it's unfolding now. Imagine the quiet ache in a billionaire's chest, a person who seemingly has it all, yet feels a strange emptiness no success, no luxury, no applause can heal. Suddenly, out of nowhere, your energy cuts through the noise, like a beam of clarity through fog. He senses something only you ignite. Have you felt restless lately, like destiny is nudging you, asking you to pay attention? As if your own story is waiting for a page to turn, a moment to arrive when everything will make sense. Stay here. Don't move. Because this isn't about a passing fairy tale. It's about a real, soul-shaped connection that could shift the axis of more than just your world. This is bigger than you think. The billionaire, the one people assume wants nothing, has realized there's one thing missing that not even 100 fortunes could buy. Not influence. Not crowds. Not all the admiration in the world. It's the presence, the authentic, rare, undeniable energy that only you hold. And it's not your outward beauty. It's the secret you might not even see in yourself. The way you walk through storms. The way you smile even when you're scared. The way your kindness shines even when nobody claps. He's seen it, somehow, through 1,000 photos, 1,000,000 stories, every single path. They've all led to one name. Your name. Before you think this is about luck or some random stroke of fate, listen to what Archangel Michael says. Heaven has orchestrated a meeting of hearts, a collision of stories, so perfect that no fiction could invent it. Sometimes, the greatest mysteries are hidden in plain sight. Sometimes, it takes an angel to shake us awake, to recognize that we aren't meant to blend in, but to stand out. We're not here to be passed by, but to be found, chosen, honored. And right now, that chance is blinking in front of you, counting down. There are only a few moments left before this confession moves on. Only a heartbeat before this message, this alignment, passes to someone else. Because when the universe moves, it moves fast. And here's the deeper secret. While others are scrolling, doubting, running from what feels too good to be true, you stayed. Maybe you hesitated. Maybe you almost walked away. But something inside you recognized this wasn't just empty words, it's a vibration, an echo, a truth designed for you to reflect on tonight. When Archangel Michael says, "This person wants you and only you," he means the universe is no longer leaving your life to chance. Think about everything you've survived. Think about those nights where hope screamed so softly it almost faded. Think about those mornings when you woke up wishing for a sign, something, anything, to reassure you that you matter, you're seen, you're destined for something more. This is that sign. If you doubt it, that's only because society trains us to doubt big love. But destiny never knocks quietly. It sets your soul on fire. Don't resist the goosebumps, those moments where you feel your name being called by more than just a voice. Let your guard at least loosen, right now, just a little. This billionaire, this unexpected admirer, doesn't want a shadow of you, not a highlight reel, not your mask, not your best angle for the world. He wants the real you. The one who's stumbled and gotten back up. The you with scars, wisdom, heart. And I want you to really feel this. Pause. Close your eyes, just for a second, and imagine what it's like for someone to see straight into your spirit, and actually love what they find. He's seen 1,000 faces, 1,000,000 smiles. He's heard laughter and applause, he's been cheered and envied, and still, his soul rests only when your energy fills the room. That's not a trick. That's genuine alignment. And the reason you're still listening, right now, is because you know what it feels like to wait and wonder if somewhere, someone is waiting and wondering too. Archangel Michael whispers, "This is your moment. Don't let it slip by." And if you're feeling that flutter in your chest, if your skin tingles, if for even a moment you believe this could be more than just a beautiful story, don't deny yourself the possibility. Stay with me to the very end. The next words, the next few breaths, could be the moment your life breaks open. If you leave now, you may never know how this story, your story, could shift. Sometimes, all it takes is one message at the right time, and in that window, fate says, "Now, it's your turn." You are not invisible. You are not just another name. The one whose wealth impresses the world is silently, privately, profoundly impressed by you. So breathe, and receive this. Right here, a billionaire wants you. And you're about to hear the reason that will make your soul race, and your heart, at last, believe. You might feel a little overwhelmed right now. Maybe there's a shock running through you, a hope you're afraid to trust. But isn't it curious, the very moment you were about to look away, something bigger tugged at you from inside. That's not accident. That's alignment. Pause and let the silence fill you for a second. Hear the echo, the universe is not joking today. It's whispering, out of every possible soul, only you carry the light that shakes a billionaire's world. Why? You may ask. Why would a person, wrapped in riches, with their pick of the world's finest, be quietly longing for someone like you? Let's pull back the curtain. Because in a room full of gold, what shines brightest is authenticity. In a palace echoing with laughter, what stands out is someone's ability to listen. On top of the world, the view is only beautiful when you have someone genuine beside you to share it. That's you, whether you believe it yet, or not. Archangel Michael, steady as a beacon, reminds us that real connection isn't manufactured, it's summoned by the universe at the appointed time. It is quiet. It is thunderous. It is both. Think of all the stories you've been told about love and destiny, a prince, a billionaire, a fateful encounter, stories, right? But what if this story was never fictional? What if it's a memory waking up in your heart, triggered at the right time, for the right reason? Let the idea linger. Don't argue with hope just yet. Close your eyes, imagine his life for a moment. He attends endless meetings, signs papers worth more than most people see in a lifetime. Yet, at the end of the day, he feels a silence the world can't hear. A silence screaming for meaning. And then, your spirit appears, like gentle thunder. Something about you makes all of his practiced confidence start to crack. He can own what he wants. But he can never own what you give freely, truth, soul, presence. He's craved what you carry, even before knowing your name. That's why every road he's walked has bent toward your energy, whether in a crowded ballroom or a silent prayer at night, you're the missing piece. You're more than a wish, more than a fantasy. You are the answer to an old ache he stopped believing would heal. Now, let's talk about longing. The kind that isn't satisfied by money, or applause, or even being wanted. It's the longing to be truly seen, to have one person stare past the legends and the rumors, right into the center, where the lonely child inside every one of us sits, waiting. Archangel Michael says, "You're not here by chance. This isn't accidental. This calling is celestial, and it's timed perfectly for your heart to be open, right now." Some call it serendipity. Others call it fate. But when miracles knock, your only job is to open the door, even if your hands shake. Because, beloved, you have waited. You have walked in shoes filled with pebbles and dreams. You have stayed gentle when life tried to make you hard. You have believed, somewhere deep, in the impossible. And today, the impossible is reaching for you. This billionaire, surrounded by fortune, is humbled not by what you do, but by who you are. He can buy empires, but he cannot buy courage like yours. He can impress thousands, but he cannot impress you except by showing you his own realness. Your laughter is richer than his bank accounts. Your hope is rarer than his gems. Your attention carries the blessing the world forgot to value. And here's the twist, he's not coming to rescue you. Oh, no. He's coming to recognize you. To honor you. To build something bigger, with you, because you are the co-architect of this destiny, not a guest in his story, but the writer beside him. You may wonder, do I really have that much power? Let's be honest, haven't you always felt a quiet strength inside you, even when others doubted? Haven't you always sensed your presence shifted the energy in a room, sometimes for the better, sometimes to make others uncomfortable? But always, always, you left a mark. That's not an accident. Archangel Michael says the world is full of loud people telling others who they should be. And then, every now and then, the universe breaks the pattern and chooses a whisper to change everything. Right now, that whisper is your spirit. You have longed for this, to be chosen, not for your perfection, but for your heart. Not for your Instagram, not for your highlight reel, but for the unseen parts, the real ones. The tiny acts of kindness, the private courage, the moments nobody noticed, except, somehow, heaven did. Pause, let that sink in. What this billionaire feels for you isn't obsession. It isn't fantasy. It's recognition. It's what happens when two souls, separated by time, finally hear each other's call, louder than noise, clearer than doubt. He doesn't want you to change. He doesn't want your mask. He wants your raw, living, real soul, the same soul you've been carefully hiding, protecting, nurturing through storms. That's why you're still here. And if you're feeling called, it's because your destiny can't keep silent any longer. In a moment, you'll understand why everything you've walked through, every pain, every tear, every closed door, wasn't a punishment, but a preparation. Archangel Michael nudges, listen up. The rest of this message will speak to the purpose inside you. It will explain exactly why you were chosen, and what comes next if you accept. And remember, you're not alone. Every soul that claims its destiny is pushed by angels, sometimes gently, sometimes with thunder, sometimes with nothing but a whisper at midnight. So, pause, let every word settle. This isn't just a video. It is the alignment. The turning of tides. The moment the right energy finds the right soul, and everything that once seemed impossible starts to bend in your favor. Stay right here. Don't blink. The next part goes deeper, revealing a secret only your spirit will recognize. The billionaire's heart, your name written, hidden, and now revealed. Do you feel it now, the shift in your awareness, the sense that everything you've ever hoped for might not have been a fantasy at all, but a quiet prophecy written into your bones? Stay with me, because the next part is where the truth gets unmistakable, and where hiding from it, even from yourself, stops feeling like an option. Let's talk about contrast for a second. It's easy to see the billionaire's world as one of perfection, tailored suits, lavish parties, the staged smiles of people who want to be close to him, but never really see him. Yet, underneath that public mask, there's a longing deeper than any vault can store. He's admired for what he owns, but imagine carrying all that, and still yearning for someone who doesn't care how many zeros are in his account, only for the moments when his true self slips out from behind the armor. That's what you bring, and that's why the universe keeps aligning him back to your energy, your spirit. He's watched you, maybe not literally, but soul to soul, long before you felt a spark. He's felt you whisper encouragement through the fabric of fate. That time you spoke kindness to someone and thought nobody saw. He felt it. That time you cried for the world, and blessed it anyway. Your light, he felt it through the chaos. And maybe, just maybe, you've always sensed there was someone looking for you, behind the noise, searching for their missing piece. This isn't about material things. It's about that sacred pause, when two destinies lean in, crossing every improbable boundary, every life story, every doubt. And now your story's contrast is about to flip. The invisible becomes seen. The doubted becomes desired. The someday becomes right now. I know what you're thinking. Is it safe to open up to this? Is this just another layer of disappointment waiting under the wrapping paper of hope? That's the fear talking, the one that wants you to stay comfortable, even as life passes you by. But listen. Real miracles happen when all logic says, "That's impossible," and your soul says, "Why not me?" Archangel Michael reminds us, miracles are only impossible to those who stop at the gate. Those who step through, even trembling, are the ones who taste the impossible made real. Right now, picture the billionaire, heart in his hands, not his fortune, not his empire, just his own raw, flawed, earnest heart, beating faster every time he imagines meeting you face to face. Can you see that? His blush isn't weakness, it's the moment destiny finally breaks through decades of armor. You are the only person who makes him nervous. The only light that reveals how empty the trophies feel. How music is hollow until your laughter fills the spaces in between. And here's something you must hear. This isn't meant to make you greedy for someone else's gold. It's here to help you realize the gold you already carry in your own presence, your vision, your choices. It's your courage he admires. The soft resolve in your eyes when you keep choosing love over bitterness, hope over fear, kindness over cynicism, even when nobody is watching. Let's be real, when you step up and show people your true self, sometimes they walk away. But the right one, the destined one, sees you, not as a risk, but as the revelation he spent his entire life preparing for. This billionaire has tasted every extreme, adventure, pleasure, glory, defeat, but the reason he wants you is so much simpler. He wants to be known, not for his legend, not for his legacy, but for his lonely, beautiful, searching heart. For years, his victories have been cheered and envied, but the only cheer that's ever satisfied him is the one he imagines earning from you. Just one glance of your authentic approval, and all the empty applause in the world falls quiet. Can you see the story now, the one that started before you were even born? The chance, the almost collisions, the near misses in the timelines. Everything you've survived, everything he's built, somehow folding together in this moment. You're not just a chapter in his life. You are the turning point. The secret held back for when the world finally slows down enough for miracles to catch up with your destiny. Archangel Michael says, the world trains you to shrink, to play small, to question your own worth. But heaven knows your value doesn't stay hidden forever. Destiny loves the bold of heart. You are being called now to hold eye contact with possibility. Just for these next few lines, let yourself believe that magic exists for the brave. Breathe. Every time you felt invisible, every heartbreak you patched by yourself, every dream that refused to die in the quiet hours, those moments were heaven's training ground for what's arriving now. And about that, when you, from the title, when you allow yourself to receive, the blush you feel is not embarrassment, it's acknowledgement. It's the soul waking up to its reflection across the universe and whispering, finally. You found me. He won't want you for what you can give him, he wants you for who you are. For the warmth of your patience, the sparkle of your wit, the private heroism of your ordinary days. For the space you make when you forgive, and the boldness you show when you speak up for truth. Don't waste any time arguing with the old voices of doubt. They don't live here anymore. And if your heart starts beating faster, if a smile creeps up you can't explain, that's your soul saying yes. Yes, to being seen. Yes, to being chosen. Yes, to letting the new story begin. Archangel Michael's final word this segment is simple: don't let your spirit fall asleep on the edge of its own miracle. Stay awake, stay present, and most of all, keep listening, because the next revelation is the one that links your destiny to this billionaire's journey in a way that will never be forgotten. This is the part where you hold your breath and let fate do its final work. Don't scroll, don't walk away, not yet. Because your story's about to unfold in a way you never dared to imagine, and at last, you'll know exactly why out of all the souls on earth, the universe picked you, right now, for this. And now, as the story draws close to its luminous peak, let's breathe together. Just a moment longer. Hold this space, right here, right now, like time itself is pausing for your decision, for your next heartbeat. If you've stayed, if you've listened with your chest cracked open and your hope shining through, it means there's something inside you that's always known. There's more, there's magic, there's a bigger love written in starlight above you. Let's bring you back to our billionaire. He's at the window again tonight, surrounded by city lights, the world at his feet, but his heart searching the distance for anything real. All the money, all the celebrations, all the deals, none of it made sense until this moment. None of it made sense, until you. His fate and yours, spiraling closer, finally meeting at this crossroad. Do you know why heaven holds its breath when soulmates draw near? Because even the angels are drawn to a story that was always meant to unfold. You see, love that is written in the fabric of destiny has a way of waiting out every storm, and returning when the path is clear. All this time, you're waiting, his wandering, every closed door, every delayed wish, brought you both to this. He knows, down to the marrow of his soul, nothing he owns will ever compare to the hope he feels when he thinks of a future where you walk by his side. And here's what makes this connection different. Contrast is destiny's favorite paintbrush. The more different your worlds look, the clearer the pull feels. You carry what he could never buy, and he offers you a vision of life you'd never have built alone. Neither rescues the other, instead, both wake up, together, to the truth that joy isn't in possession, but in presence. Now pause, let your defenses down, just softly. You're not being told to surrender your independence, or trade your soul for comfort. No, the blessing here is meeting your equal across the chasm of fate, finding someone whose soul didn't just recognize yours, but was prepared, trained, and set aside for you. Archangel Michael's guidance, stronger than ever, pulses through these final words. He says, this is the convergence. This is not the end, but the beginning. Two stories, once parallel, are now braided together by purpose. Ask yourself, in the quiet of your mind, what could you create if fear fell away? What beauty waits on the other side of old heartbreak, if you say yes to this invitation from fate? This billionaire, he doesn't need your perfection. He wants your persistence. He wants the fiery tenderness that kept you moving when life tried to break you. He wants your silly jokes, your nervous hands, your stories from years before he even knew you existed. He wants the days you barely got out of bed, the nights your hope lit up dark rooms, the dreams you never shared with anyone before. And you, even now, may not believe the fullness of your own rare, gentle power. But hear this, he does. He sees it. The universe sees it. And no locked door, no unkind word, no past mistake can keep you from the blessing that has already been etched beside your name. Stay here, don't look away now. This is the moment when almost everyone walks out of their own miracle, but not you. Not now. In every hero's journey, there is a final test, the urge to run before the treasure is revealed, to close the page before the blessing is delivered. Take one more step, lean in, let your curiosity outlast your fear. Think for a moment, what would your life feel like if you let yourself be fully chosen? Not tolerated, not just accepted, but cherished, adored, revealed and celebrated for all that you are, even the parts you never thought were beautiful. Feel the courage rising in you now. Archangel Michael says, there are secrets not meant for crowds, only the brave, only the ones who stay to the final line, receive the kind of blessing that changes a future overnight. Right now, you have a choice. To slip back into old habits, to listen to fear, to chase comfort. Or to stand still and let the universe finish what it started the day you were born. If you believe in signs, this is the one. If you believe in timing, this is the hour. If you believe in destiny, you already know whose story this is. The billionaire is a symbol, yes, but more than that, he is proof that nowhere is too high, no life too finished, for new love to change everything. He's a sign that everything you've built in silence can be seen, honored, and rewarded, not with just riches, but with belonging. You're not a background player in someone else's epic, you are the star of your own divine romance. This is not fantasy, this is the moment when the spiritual and the real merge, and the story you always half believed might be yours is suddenly unfolding, right now. So, one more pause, let the meaning of these last few minutes echo through every part of you that ever doubted, ever dimmed your light, ever settled for less. Let yourself receive it fully, you are wanted. You are seen. You are chosen, not just by a person, but by the fabric of the universe, by the angels, by destiny itself. You are the answer someone else aches for, the miracle that makes even a billionaire blush. If your heart is racing, if your spirit feels light as air or heavy with tears, just breathe. It means you're alive in this moment, in this miracle, in this love story bigger than anything you could have written alone. And if you're moved, if your soul is lifting just a little, take this as your final sign, share it, the light multiplies. Comment, so the universe sees your yes. Subscribe, not just for more words, but for more magic each time you choose hope over fear. Now, as we step out of this sacred space together, let this message burn bright in your heart the next time you doubt, the next time the world feels too noisy and hope feels small. You are the rarest treasure, in a world full of riches. You are the yes the universe has been waiting to deliver. And the story doesn't end. Every new dawn, every brave little decision, every invitation you say yes to is another step deeper into this alignment, this abundance, this love that belongs to you and only you. So stay open. Stay bold. Stay you. This is your time. This is your blessing. This is your forever.